So I'm Shirley Puga. I'm the Executive Director for National Equine Resource Network. And we're here today doing a low-cost gelding clinic. We've got several patients that are in various stages, some in the midst of surgery, others recovering, and yet another one preparing to be sedated. We've provided this clinic in partnership with Alamo Pintado Equine Hospital and Monty Roberts International Learning Center to give the local community a low-cost castration option. A lot of owners want to do the responsible thing by castrating their colts and stallions, but maybe cannot afford it at this point in time. As a collaborative effort, we're providing that to the local community. Here we have a patient recovering from surgery. They'll be taking him back to his pen to finish recovery. National Equine Resource Network is an equine welfare organization that was developed to help rescues and sanctuaries and also to help horse owners and the equine community as a whole. We're starting out here somewhat locally in the state of California, where I live. We're doing these gelding clinics throughout the state. The eventual goal is to create a model, to be able to provide that model along with funding to organizations outside of our state so we can proliferate the program and help it grow. We'd really like to popularize it and make it something that's almost as common as the dog and cat spay and neuter clinics. So we can have them all over the country and offer them to horse owners as a low-cost alternative. With that, we hope to not only assist horse owners, that are economically challenged, but also to perhaps start to bring the oversupply of horses under control from a proactive angle. Today we're doing 10. This is the 5th clinic in our California series. The clinic I did prior to this, we gelded 16. After today, we will be somewhere around 55 to 60 horses gelded in the program so far. And we have clinics also in the works for May and June. We'll take the summer off during the hottest months and we'll resume again in the fall and do another 4 to 6 clinics. So all told, we'll probably have about a dozen clinics this year, and we hope to geld in excess of 100 horses. Every single clinic is a result of a different set of partners. Because we're holding them throughout the state in various locations, we're partnering with veterinarians and other nonprofits in a local community. Sometimes they're bringing in students from a nearby veterinary college. It's an awesome teaching opportunity. The vet students get more hands-on experience under the supervision of a veterinarian. So it's a win for them, it's a win for the local community and the horse owners, and for the horses themselves. We also are partnering not only with local veterinarians, but quite often we'll bring another nonprofit on board that's in the community, maybe a horse rescue or sanctuary, or in this case, the Monty Roberts International Learning Center, which is also a nonprofit. That way they provide volunteers for the clinic, which is fantastic. And what we provide to the veterinarians and to the nonprofits is we provide them with varying forms of public relations. We get their name out into the community that they're doing charitable work in their community and give them some recognition. The vet students are really loving the program because they get a lot more hands-on experience than they do even in vet school. So they might come to a clinic and be able to participate in half a dozen castration surgeries, and that may be more than they do in their entire veterinary college career. The benefit to the horses is gelding tends to make them somewhat of a better citizen, and it's easier to go to events. If you don't have a stallion, you can pasture them with other horses or near other horses. They're safer for the general public to be around. Even the most well-behaved, well-trained stallions still can have, their moments of unpredictability. Gelding your horse, I think, makes them a little bit better citizen in general. Due to the overall economy, the equine industry as a whole is pretty much in crisis. We're seeing, breeders culling their herds to the bone. We're seeing horses being cast aside because people can't afford them. Horse owners losing their homes, losing their jobs. You know, horses can be an expensive prospect or hobby, and in these economic times, many people are struggling. We are here to offer solutions, and we work with the equine community as a whole to bring forth those solutions and provide viable alternatives for people. This little one is a wild Mustang, not quite a yearling. He was rounded up on an Indian reservation, and he's come in for gentling and gelding. So we have done horses like this up to show horses, nice, well-trained trail horses and whatnot. So we don't have really much limitation, just depends a little bit on the venue.
We actually feel very strongly that it's very important for people to castrate more horses, and we have that's what we do here at the farm. Once they're castrated, you can turn them out with fillies, and it just makes life a lot easier. And with the economy the way it is, there's certainly enough stallions available, so we don't need to add to the numbers.
You know, the demand has far exceeded what I can address, you know, as one person. And
no, you
so
need more people.
What I'm working to do is build a model that can be replicated and then just provide the funding to other organizations that are willing to put them on.
Good show. Good
so
show. Yeah,
I'm hoping by fall we'll have a nice working model.
Mm-hmm.
Every venue has completely different circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've got a different veterinary team, you've got a different venue, and you make little tweaks to the overall program, you know, to your paperwork or whatever, to try and accommodate the vets or accommodate a special venue. So it's been good because everything's a, you know, different kettle of fish. So it helps create the model a little bit tighter.
You couldn't have better vets than what we've had here today.
Oh, I know. I mean, the vets have just been awesome. I've been really blessed with that. So, and I've had vets calling me from other states saying, when are you going to come here? And how do we set these things up? And so
then you get your model.
Yep. Then I say, I'm working on a model, and then I'll work on the funding, and I'll give you the whole package, and then you can just kind of run with it.
There you go.
So that's the goal.
That's good.
We definitely appreciate, you know, the vets and the venues that are willing to, you know, donate services, donate places for us to hold them, and so thank you very much to you and
welcome.
Monty.